What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ramsey Mack, and I want to welcome everybody to the Ramsey Mack Show. On my channel, yes, my channel, I'll be talking about specific topics, giving my reviews and my opinions on whether it's a TV show that's out right now, whether it's certain music that's out right now, or certain movies, giving you guys my reactions and my reviews. So if you guys can help me grow this channel, just please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and don't forget, hit that ring of that bell so that way you see all my upcoming videos pertaining to this channel. As I'm doing this video because I'm on a lunch break, and then on top of that I left my mount at the house, so you know I shouldn't be driving and holding my phone, but we're gonna get through that. All right, so on today's video, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to things that's been going on in the world, it's pertaining to music industry. Currently right now, there was an artist by the name of Indian Red Boy. Don't really know his music, don't know really what he was capable of bringing into the world, but I do know that there's a topic out right now, pretty much where, I think it was sometime last week, he did an IG live video, I guess, of taunting the whole situation with Nipsey Mural, and he got killed, on IG live in front of, I don't know how many followers he had, but, definitely a few hundred people. So, definitely, I wanted to give my review on the situation, or my opinion, however you look at it, of, how these things can be avoided, and as well, exactly where did he go wrong at, causing his demise. So, all right, so on this video, pretty much what I wanted to say is that, the artist, before I even start this video, I want to say condolences to his family, his loved ones, his friends. I don't know if he had kids or not, but we're going to get to the shits of, what he could have avoided. So, according to the article, according to the speculations, the reason why he was killed was that there was a mural, of course, of Nipsey passing. Nipsey passed away a few years ago now, one of the greatest rappers out of LA. And, his life got cut short due to, showing love back to his old neighborhood, right? So, in the midst of that, so moving forward, this artist, he was from Inglewood. I'm not too familiar with the California lingos and I'm originally from New York, so, and I currently live in Florida, so if it ain't between Florida and New York, I couldn't tell you, how people move or how people do things, but, nevertheless, the short of the story, but pretty much what happened was, I guess, Nipsey Mural was up, of course, people paying homage or whatever, and I guess either him or one of his close friends or his affiliates pretty much destroyed the property, right? Once people got, what's going on around about what happened and who destroyed the mural, pretty much I was told that, or I saw in the article that it had to do with some local artists in the area or some other gang members that's not affiliated with Nipsey. Was part of the neighborhood Crips, and I guess this was some Bloods that did this, destroying of the property of Nipsey Hussle. So moving forward a little bit, so I guess, there was speculation about who did it and why they did it, this and that, the third, now mind you, the artist named Indian Red Boy, he's only 21 years old. Very young dude. I'm 31. So, he's a very young boy. So he's probably still wet behind the ears. He's probably still trying to learn about himself, and still, following behind other people, and don't know himself in a sense. So with that being said, that would somewhat cause his demise a little bit, because one thing I can say is that growing up, especially in high school, I know, a lot of times people, fall to, peer pressure. A lot of people join stuff just to join stuff because they need protection. Some people come from poverty type neighborhoods where they're needing protection, and it seemed like that could have been his situation possibly. That's probably why he was part of a gang, because he needed protection, because he was living in a low poverty neighborhood, and that was all, that's all he know was, gun violence, gang violence, So that's what caused, some of his upbringing. So, you are what you eat, you know what I mean? And you are who you bring around. So definitely it seems that, what caused this situation was that, he didn't have the right, OGs in front of him telling him what he should and shouldn't be doing. It seemed like, maybe his parents not very involved in his life. It could be so many reasons, what caused him to be the person that he was at 21 years old, So, all right, so they're definitely moving a little bit more forward. So now, now mind you, I didn't even come across this article until I was on YouTube the other day of last week, and I seen somebody post a video of something, I guess, relating to the topic, and then I clicked on it, and then they insert the clip, at the end of the video, and then I'm watching the video. I'm watching the dude, talk like he was on IG Live talking to one of his close friends, you know what I'm saying, or maybe a relative, I'm not sure, and I guess they pretty much taunting the situation, and in the midst of him taunting the situation, not even a good minute, I'm gonna say like 30 seconds, all you see and all you hear is a car pull up, skirt, and all you hear is pew, pew, pew. Now it was a little bit more louder than what I just did, but all you hear is that, and all you see what he's doing is covering himself up. Look like he's trying to protect himself from the gun smoke or the gunfire, and you don't really know how serious the situation is when you watch it. You're looking at him like, okay, what the hell was that? Like, is this man car on fire, or this man get into an accident? What the hell happened? Like, why is there so much smoke in this man's car? And it's like, and I'm not the smartest man in the world, but it do sound like this man was getting hit up by some people. So, after he's pretty much covered himself in the situation, next thing you know, you see the man, and this is where it gets real graphic and disturbing. Next thing you know, you see this man pretty much talking to his, now mind you, like I told you in the beginning, he was on IG Live talking to his friend. And like I said, in the midst of him talking to his friend, he got hit up. And like I said, you don't know how serious the situation is until you see him like release himself from covery. And then as he's trying to talk to his friend again, he's pretty much like, everything is just, all you see is blood. All you see is blood slowly coming out in different parts of his body. You can see his eyes are starting to get red, his blood coming out of his mouth, and then you just start to see stuff just leaking everywhere. Now, in my 31 years on this earth, that had to be the most disturbing video I have ever seen in my life, completely. That is the most disturbing video I have ever seen in my life. And I ain't gonna lie, if you were to ever see this video, you might can catch like some type of PTSD if you know what I'm saying, if you're not used to seeing this type of situation. And when I saw that, I instantly was just like, yo, this gotta be way more to life than what this man was even predicting. You know what I'm saying? And like, was all this shit that, or excuse my language, all that he was going through, or whatever he thought was cool to do, was it all worth it? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm sure he was important. Like, he might not have been important to me, he might not have been important to other people, but somebody out there cared about that boy or that man. I'm sure he had a mom. I'm sure he might have siblings. He might have had an aunt. He might have had a grandmother. Somebody cared about this man, and his life was cut short because of taunting, trolling, whatever you might call it, and his life was cut short. And it goes back to the message of what I'm trying to tell people, is that you got to watch the company that you keep, right? Everyone don't have your best interest. It's so many times in situations where people tend to hang out with certain crowds or certain cliques or certain crews just to look cool. And you might not even have nothing to do with nothing. But the fact that you hanging with that certain person or that certain crew, or you pretty much promoting the situation and making it only worse, it can cause your demise. That's something I learned early on, that definitely, like, I had to watch the company I was keeping, because the last thing you want to be doing is that you have nothing to do with nothing, right? You could be hanging out with a certain friend that you grew up with. Y'all cool, y'all talk trash. You know how it is as friends, as homeboys, right? You grew up with each other. It's nothing but love and loyalty. But then your homeboy might be doing some flawed stuff on the back end, right? But you like, that ain't got nothing to do with me, right? But it's still a reflection of who you are as a person. You might be a good human being, but your boy is not, you know? And that definitely showed in this actual video of the rapper Indian Red Boy. You know, it shows that like his demise was caused because he was hanging around with the wrong people. He was entertaining the wrong situations and the wrong stuff, right? And when I look further into the article later on, come to find out, he actually had nothing to do with destroying the Nipsey Mural. You know, actually, I was being told that it was actually somebody else that did it. So, but the fact that he was entertaining the situation is what caused his demise. Not only did it cause his demise, right? And this is also what I want to tell people as well. You cannot be doing ignorant stuff and you still in an ignorant situation. For example, you doing this disrespectful stuff in another man's neighborhood, but you also not too far away from this man's neighborhood where you can be reached. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like a 6ix9ine situation, right? People make all the comments and jokes and taunting 6ix9ine saying that, yo, this man is a snitch, or man, they're gonna catch him when they catch him doing this, or 6ix9ine is smart. Much as nobody want to admit to it, the man is smart. He's not an idiot. He's very strategic, right? So he be throwing rocks at glass houses, but he know he doing that all the way from a mansion where nobody can even reach him at. That's why he's capable of doing it. Then he's not only just doing things from a far distance, when he are getting closer to these provoked situations, he has a line of security. He has, like, from what I'm being told, that he got the SEAL. He got all type of military service workers working for him to protect him. And now it cost him a leg and an arm, but I mean, I'm sure that's what he already knew what he was getting into when he was already dropping a dime on people, you know? So definitely this is something I want to just bring awareness to people and let them know that, you know, watch the company you keep, watch the food that you eat, because you never know what can cause your demise. And nobody wants to get their life cut short at 21 years old. I know a lot of people might look at it as like, well, he was a grown man. Absolutely, he was a grown man. But I can even tell you, when I was 21, I was still learning about life. I'm 31, I'm still learning about life. I got way more knowledge than I did when I was 21, but I'm still learning about life. There's some things I still don't know, right? Because even older people that's older than me, they still learning as to go, right? You could be 50 years old, but there's something that a 70-year-old know that you don't know. You could be 31 years old, but there's something that a 21-year-old don't know, all right? You're never too old enough to learn, all right? And you're never too old to grow, but you gotta be willing to grow. All right, so that's my video for today, y'all. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the whole Indian Red Boy, you know, being killed on IG Live. You know, was that, you know, very disturbing to you? You know, or what's your opinion on the situation? If y'all can, please, like I told you before, I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can. So if you can just hit the like button, hit the share button, ring that bell, so that way you get all my upcoming videos, all my reactions, all my reviews, okay? With that being said, y'all stay blessed, stay motivated, and most importantly, stay fearless.